DAP reps filed police report on 1MDB revelations. Pakatan MPs say they're willing to declare assets. MP asks if Jho Low dictates our ties with Saudi Arabia. Australians on Indonesia death row move to execution island. Hillary Clinton email controversy discovered by Benghazi committee. Optimism roars back as the Geneva Motor Show opens. Hello, I'm Prasad Michael. It's Wednesday, March 4th, and this is the Daily Fact Sheet. After a string of exposés by whistleblower website Sarawak Report, two MPs have had enough. DAP lawmakers Gobind Singh Dio and Tony Phua have filed a police report over the latest revelations regarding the debt-laden, state-owned investment arm One Malaysia Development Berhad. Gobind also called on Attorney General Abdul Ghani Patel to take a special interest in the case. The lawmakers vowed to raise the matter at next week's parliament sitting. Pakatan Rakyat leaders have welcomed the challenge by an UMNO leader to declare their assets. PKR Secretary General Rafizi Ramli said he sees no reason why any Pakatan leader, including himself, would be against the idea. This comes after UMNO Cheras chief Sheikh Ali Al-Bashi challenged Pakatan leaders to empty their pockets to prove that they are clean, instead of training their guns at Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak. And to up the ante, past Information Chief Mahfuz Omar wants Parliament to institute a requirement for all parliamentarians to declare their assets. An opposition lawmaker is questioning whether Malaysian billionaire Jho Low had been dictating Malaysia's foreign policy with Saudi Arabia. DAP Serdang MP Ong Kian Meng raised his concern after Sarawak Report leaked email correspondence allegedly showing Jho Low and his associates laying the groundwork for Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak's 2010 visit to the oil-rich nation. This includes preparing letters for Najib to send to the Saudi king and drafting statements on Malaysia's stance towards Saudi Arabia's military actions. Ong also cited the allegation by Sarawak Report that Jho Low had made arrangements for Najib to be interviewed by the Al Arabia news channel. With that, we take a look at some international headlines. Two Australian drug smugglers in Indonesia were taken from their Bali prison cell today to an island where they will be executed. Andrew Chan and Muren Sugumaran were sentenced to death in 2006 for trying to smuggle heroin out of Indonesia. Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott, who has repeatedly called for Jakarta not to go ahead with the execution, said Australians were sickened by the developments. The men recently lost their appeals for presidential clemency, typically a death row convict's last chance to avoid the firing squad. Hillary Clinton may have violated US federal records laws by using her personal email account for all messages when she worked as US Secretary of State, the New York Times reported. Among other concerns, personal emails are seen as less protected against the risk of hacking. Hillary Clinton had no federal government email address during her 4 years at the State Department, the report said. The existence of a personal email account was discovered by a House committee investigating the attack on the American consulate in Benghazi as it sought correspondence between Mrs. Clinton and her aides about the attack. Fasten your seatbelts as we wrap up our fact sheet for today. Sleek luxury sports cars, high-end SUVs and nifty little city cars were bumper to bumper when the Geneva Motor Show opened to the media yesterday. Thousands of journalists miled through the vast halls of the show, one of the auto industry's biggest and most diverse events, examining the vast array of vehicles in all shapes and sizes on display. From small city cars for everyman to horsepower-infused supercars carrying 6-digit price tags, the Geneva Motor Show this year is showcasing some 900 cars. And with 90 sleek, never-before-seen machines making their world premieres in Geneva, the 85th edition of the show appears to be revving up to be one of the most spectacular on record. And that's today's fact sheet. For more in-depth videos, visit Kinitv.com. I'm Prasad Michael. Thanks for watching.